You think you've tried every sweet treat out there. You believe you know what dessert even means. But Japan has a secret. A world of sugary surprises that will absolutely flip those ideas. From fluffy pancakes that melt in your mouth to strange jellies you'd never guess are sweet, your taste buds are about to take a wild ride. You're about to see sweets you never knew could exist. So what makes Japanese sweets so different from what we're used to? Well, for starters, a lot of them just aren't as sugary. It's less about getting a huge sugar rush and more about enjoying subtle, really interesting flavors. And the creativity is on another level. You've got these beautiful, traditional sweets that have been around for hundreds of years, sitting right next to wild new creations like cloud-like pancakes and mind-blowing pastries. They really challenge the whole idea of what a dessert even is. I mean, where else can you find ice cream flavored like octopus or even beef? It's a real thing. Today, we're counting down 12 of the most incredible Japanese treats that will totally redefine the word sweet for you. Let's get into it. Before we continue, hit subscribe so you never miss the latest updates. Number 1. Wasabi soft serve ice cream. Alright, let's dive right into the weird stuff. When you see that pale green swirl, your brain probably thinks pistachio or maybe green tea. But take one lick and everything changes. At first, it's just cool, sweet, and creamy like any other soft serve. But then you wait for it, and there it is. That gentle, tingly heat from the wasabi starts to build in the back of your throat. It's not overpowering, just a surprising little kick that completely wakes up your senses. It's a bizarre but amazing experience. But not every Japanese dessert is designed to shock you. Our next treat is all about pure, comforting sweetness. Number 2. Soy sauce ice cream. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Comforting and soy sauce don't exactly sound like they belong in the same sentence, let alone the same dessert. But this isn't about just dumping salty sauce on vanilla. Think of it more like a next-level salted caramel. The soy sauce adds this deep, savory, umami flavor that makes the sweetness so much richer. It creates this amazing roasted, almost nutty taste that is incredibly satisfying. Number 3. Warabi mochi. So that simple vegetable. It's a fern. This isn't the chewy rice mochi you might be thinking of. Warabi mochi is made from a special plant starch, which gives it this incredible texture. It's a cool, jiggly, almost clear cube that completely melts in your mouth. On its own, it's not very sweet. The magic comes from the toppings, a generous coating of nutty roasted soybean flour, called kanako, and then a drizzle of a dark, molasses-like syrup called kuromitsu. It's one of the most refreshing desserts out there. But from light and delicate, we're about to go rich and crunchy. Number 4. Black sesame ice cream. Don't let the dramatic gray color throw you off. This isn't some weird novelty flavor. It's one of the most beloved ice creams in Japan. The taste is incredible, deeply nutty, toasty, and almost like a more sophisticated peanut butter. It's rich, creamy, and has just the right amount of sweetness to balance that earthy flavor. Unlike some of the wilder options out there, this is pure comfort food. It's a flavor you'll find everywhere, and honestly, it tastes so wholesome you can almost convince yourself it's healthy. Number 5. Natto ice cream. Alright, if you thought the other flavors were adventurous, this one is on another level. Natto is made from fermented soybeans, and it's famous for its super strong smell and a very sticky, stringy texture. It has a powerful, savory flavor that many people find challenging all on its own. Now, imagine mixing those beans into sweet, creamy ice cream. It's one of the most polarizing desserts you can find. Number 6. Taiko patty. And when we talk about simplicity, sometimes it's about taking a really surprising ingredient and putting it into a familiar package. Taiko means octopus. So yep, this is a savory octopus pastry. Now, this might sound wild, but in a country where you can find octopus-flavored ice cream and squid jerky sold like candy, a warm, flaky pastry filled with octopus actually makes a lot of sense. Number 7. Sase yokon. This is one of the most elegant and simple treats you can find. Yokon is a classic Japanese dessert, a thick, firm jelly made from sweet red bean paste. Forget wobbly jello. This has a dense, smooth texture and a gentle, earthy sweetness that's incredibly calming. The special part is the sasa, which is the bamboo leaf it's carefully wrapped in. This isn't just for looks. It gives the jelly a faint, fresh aroma. It's a perfect example of how less can be more. Number 8. Onsen egg soft serve. This is one of those desserts that looks like a dare. You order a cone of rich, creamy soft serve, and they crack a whole, soft-cooked egg right on top of it. This isn't just any egg. It's an onsen egg, slow-cooked in hot spring water until the yolk is like a warm, savory custard. When you mix it in, that yolk creates an incredible sauce for the cold, sweet ice cream. Number 9. Soba ice cream. You've probably had soba noodles before, that amazing, nutty flavor from buckwheat. Well, imagine that exact taste, but transformed into a cold, creamy scoop of ice cream. That's soba ice cream. It's got this incredibly unique, earthy flavor that's almost savory, like toasted grains. This isn't your typical sugary treat. It's much more subtle and has a really comforting, wholesome taste. It's a fantastic example of taking a classic Japanese flavor and turning it into a modern dessert. But if you think turning noodles into ice cream is creative, wait until you see a cake that jiggles like Jell-O. Number 10. Shirokuma shaved ice. This isn't just any shaved ice. It's a dessert that's almost too cute to eat. The name Shirokuma literally means polar bear, and that's exactly what you get. It's a huge mountain of super fine, fluffy ice covered in sweet condensed milk. Then, it's carefully decorated with colorful fruits like oranges, cherries, and kiwi to create a little bear face. It's incredibly refreshing, totally Instagrammable, and the perfect way to beat the heat during a Japanese summer. But from this mountain of fruity fun, our next treat is almost its complete opposite. Simple, elegant, and it disappears like magic. Number 11. Mochi fondue. Imagine a fondue night, but instead of bread and cheese, you're dipping warm, chewy rice cakes into incredible sweet sauces. This is a super fun, modern take on a classic Japanese ingredient. You get a little tray of perfectly soft and gooey mochi, and then you can go wild with the dips. Think rich chocolate, earthy green tea matcha, or even a classic sweet and salty soy glaze. It's totally interactive and perfect for sharing. Number 12. Cotton candy matcha affogato. This one is pure theater in a bowl. You're presented with a scoop of ice cream completely hidden under a giant, fluffy cloud of cotton candy. Then, they bring you a small pitcher of steaming, bitter matcha. Here's the show. You pour the hot liquid over the top, and the cotton candy instantly melts and disappears. It collapses into a sweet green tea syrup that pools over the cold ice cream below. It's an amazing mix of bitter, sweet, hot, and cold all in one. It's a dessert that's made to be filmed as much as it is to be eaten. After seeing everything from wasabi soft serve to cotton candy melting in a matcha, it's pretty clear Japan doesn't just make desserts, they redefine them.